Hello everybody, my name is Jared and today I'm going to be doing a slightly different video. Today's video is actually going to be a sort of like an art vlog. You are going to be watching me do art, but it is actually going to be me working on my travel journal. People who follow me on social media will also know that I have recently gone to Disneyland. I went to Disneyland Paris, and if you've been watching my Disney vlogs, you will know I got engaged. While I was there, my fiance proposed to me. It's very exciting, I know. So this is actually the travel journal for my trip to Disneyland. Now I am English, so Disneyland Paris is our closest Disneyland. I've never actually been to an American Disneyland, so this was my first time as an adult going to Disneyland. I had an amazing time, but you can definitely see all of that in my actual vlogs. There are 4 of them. They even cover the engagement, so go watch them if you are interested in Disney or even just like bushy romantic things, so I won't go on them too much. I will also apologise at the beginning here that my voice is a little bit weird. I have been recovering from a cold. I think I've had a chest infection, but I'm not 100%. Please bear with me. I do want to talk to you guys because I haven't spoken to you properly, I feel like, in such a long time. And if you don't follow my Instagram, you should, because that's where I talk the most. But on my Instagram I've been posting about costumes I'm working on. I have a few that I'm working on at the moment, and all of those costumes are going to be getting work logs or makeup tutorials to come with them. So look forward to content like that, as well as convention vlogs coming up around late March. So without further ado, I will go on to what art I'm actually creating here. For this page here, I am actually working on a watercolour painting. This is the initial sketching stage. I am doing the Disneyland Paris castle, so it is just a painting of the Disney castle. I am really enjoying doing this picture. If there's one thing I like creating art-wise, it is really overly detailed buildings. I know that sounds really strange because a lot of artists don't really like doing building paintings or doing building sketches, but I adore drawing really intense architecture. It's just a weird hobby I have. So I have been trying to get into watercolouring more. I've actually been trying to focus really hard on my art for January. I've been super lax over 2018. I actually only completed one singular sad little sketchbook for the entirety of a year, which is just depressing, honestly. So I'm really going hard on my art this month. I'm hoping to continue that through all of the entirety of 2019. Also, happy 2019, guys. I think this is my first video for 2019. Hello! So yeah, you can see me experimenting with some new things. I'm doing more watercolour, I'm doing more architecture buildings because they make me happy, and I am just creating some new stuff. I have been creating a lot of character designs because I'm actually hoping to start a webcomic. The webcomic is going to be written partially by me, partially by my fiance, and it is going to be based on D&D. D&D is something we've been getting into quite a lot lately, so I hope you'll like this because we will be putting out maybe some content for it, at least content for the comic when it comes out. As you can see, I'm just laying down the flat colours here on this watercolour. I am experimenting with the colours as I go along. A few of them change as they go, and I am using water brushes. I had never used a water brush before this painting, I think. So yeah, it's been a really weird ride, but I've actually fallen madly in love with them, and I think I might have to only use water brushes from now on. I can't go back to the endless dipping. I have had quite a few private messages recently on people who have watched my YouTube, and they were a few things of people saying that they like my voice, which is really nice. I apologise that I stutter and say all the time, but I am actually quite a shy person naturally. I'm not very good at conveying my thoughts, but I really do appreciate that you like my voice. That's really nice. I have been asked as well where I'm from, because I have an accent, I think, according to some of YouTube. I'm English. I am from currently Manchester. So anyone who's been to England, you've probably known Manchester. We are the home of a lot of pie. and really, really good music. Big city, I think, for England, but yeah, Manchester is where I'm from. I don't have a Mancunian accent. I mostly have a southern English accent, I think. My family is southern, so that's why I sound like this, so yeah. Now here I'm just adding the pencils on top of the painting. I've sort of like very, very loosely shaded. I didn't really want to do a really intense shading job on this painting. I wanted it to be a little bit more loose, a little bit more simplistic. It is just me getting used to watercolour and creating a title page for my travel journal. So yeah, all I've done is I first took a white gel pen, worked into the little highlights on the towers for the castles, and then I just took a few different pencil crayons. I outlined some elements that were just sort of blending into one another. I am one of those weird people who just likes their pencil crayons to be as sharp as humanly possible all the time, and it really, really annoys me if they run down even a little bit. So everyone has their weird hang-ups. Mine is keeping my pencil crayons really, really, really sharp. You'll notice the castle just sort of blends off into the distance after a while. That is actually intentional. I'm going to be covering it up with some brown paper, which I'm actually going to start here. So the brown paper here I'm just sort of sticking down in sections, and then I am doing a little bit of calligraphy. I am doing the Disneyland official writing logo. So this is just me sketching out Disneyland in the official font, and I just did that in a thick brush pen. And I outline that with my white gel pen, just to make it pop out a little bit more. Now we're going to start on the second page, and the second page is just going to be entirely covered in brown paper, and then I'm going to take some scrap papers that I've got that are like travel inspired and rip them into strips, and we're just going to lay these out. I'm kind of loosey-goosey when it comes to scrapbooking. I'm just trying to keep things looking visually interesting, but also I like to have things a bit abstract, like they've almost kind of fallen on the page. That's kind of more my style for scrapbooking. And then I just sketched out an infinity symbol. I then penciled in mine and my fiance's names, and then just sort of filled that in with the same brush pen. Just to make them pop again, I also filled in around the edges with that white gel pen. You will find that my main technique for making things stand out is surrounding them by a gel pen. That is a very problematic thing to do. I need to actually figure out how to lay out things without them looking really stuck on. Then I just went around the edges of those scrapbooked on pieces with a black pen to make those stand out as well. Again, I outline everything to try and make it stand out more. And that's going to be all for me working on my travel journal. I will do a flip through of my travel journal if you guys do want to see it. It's going to be all full of its photos and all of my journaling and things like that. I won't read the journaling out, but you are welcome to see it if you would like to see it. So yeah, this has been my little, very informal talking through doing my travel journal for Disneyland. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful 2019 so far, and I really, really, really hope that it continues to just get better. I am very, very, very excited for 2019. I feel like it's just like a really good year. I don't know, I'm just feeling really good about where this year is going to go. So I guess I'll do my outro. Thank you very, very much for watching, and as always, please remember to be creepy.